Yo, what up? It is Bats. Thanks for coming and welcome to another Destiny Beyond Light video. Time is valuable, so I like to get straight to the point in my videos. Plus, YouTube doesn't pay my bills. I have like 10 subscribers right now. With that said, let's jump into the looting and the shooting. This is part 1 of the new Deep Stone Crypt raid, which will cover Desolation and Crypt security encounters. I won't be going over builds or recommendations yet. Just know overload champions and DPS checks will be a threat in almost every encounter. So for Desolation, start by clearing enemies up to the pikes. Forget the pikes and use your sparrows. This stretch of land your team will be traversing is an icy tundra. When exposed to the harsh weather, you will get frostbite, and it will increase as you remain exposed. Once frostbite stacks to 10, you will die. There are heated zones that will remove the frostbite and allow you to move further into the ice storm. There will also be mines on the route set to slow your team down in the cold, and there will be enemies to clear once you make it to each heat zone. At your final heat zone, there will be a brig and adds. Clear these enemies and proceed through the door. There is a hidden chest here before you go through the door, almost directly above the entrance, but I don't have game footage of this at this time. Now it's time for the Crypt security encounter. This encounter has 2 sides, or rooms, one dark and one light. Your team will need to be split between the 2 rooms, and one guardian will be designated to go to the 3rd room, or basement, that is underneath the whole space. In the light room, the dark room, and the basement, there are 3 augment terminals. These terminals are used to pass buffs between the rooms. When a buff is inserted, it will be available at all 3 terminals until a player picks it up. There are 2 buffs here. The scanner buff highlights objectives for the buff user, and operator buff allows the user to interact with these objectives. The basic mechanic is a player with a scanner in light and dark tells a player in the basement with operator what 4 panels to shoot. The floor has glass sections for the scanners to look down and see which panels are glowing. If the wrong panels are hit or not done fast enough, the basement operator will be cooked. After hitting all 4 panels, the buffs are then swapped using the terminals. Now the player with scanner in the basement tells all players in the light and the dark what fuses to damage for DPS phase. There are 6 total fuses to destroy in the center of the room. Light, left, mid, and right, and dark, left, mid, and right. After the first 2 are destroyed, the buffs are swapped in the terminals again, and the process is repeated. The way we found easiest was to number the panels in the basement. D1 through 5 on the dark side, and L1 through 5 on the light side, and to only have one person operating in the basement. Also note that the servitors and captains will block the ability to pass buffs, so deal with them quickly. Destroying all 6 fuses ends the encounter, opens the next door, and drops a chest. Your time here is so valuable, so I want to say thanks if you made it this far in the video. Now that contest mode is over, I'll be putting up a part 2, so check the cards on the video or the description below. As always, leave a like if you see fit, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you got something to say.